call Mark Steuven at 507-820-2064. Go Arrows.
The economy's up, unemployment is down, and home sales are on the rise again.
Hey, I'm Tom.
I'm Dick.
And I'm Harry. And we're real estate agents.
Not every Tom, Dick, and Harry can sell real estate because not every real estate company has the broad exposure that Real Estate Retrievers offers. With offices in Pipestone, Laverne, and Hills, Real Estate Retrievers gives you the best chance of retrieving the results you're looking for, whether you're buying or selling a home, acreage, or commercial property. Bringing families home. Real Estate Retrievers, proud supporters of all Pipestone area Arrow activities.
Hi, this is Hunter McKinney, and you're listening to Arrows Football on KLOH.
Pre-game show rolls on here from Pipestone Paulson Fields, home of the Arrows. Final regular season game of the year. Postseason section seedings will come out tomorrow morning. We'll have those for you on Friday because by the time they come out, the morning show will be long done and gone. Let's take a look at tonight's Keys to the Game segment. They are brought to you by Real Estate Retrievers. Key to a great deal on a brand new home business venture is a call to Real Estate Retrievers in Pipestone. Key number one tonight for the Arrows is going to be that Arrow front five. That offensive line is going to have to be on their game. I'm talking about you, Mr. Sutherland, and Mason, and Brandon, and Bradley, and Hunter. Those five gentlemen have to be on their A game because the Arrows are going to need them to get the job done up front, to blow some holes open for the likes of Jason Steenstra and Eric Lang, but they're also going to have to do that job well tonight because they are protecting the starting quarterback for the Arrows, freshman Kellen Johnson, who will get the start here tonight for the Arrows, replacing JT, who is out with the shoulder injury. JT is dressed and will be available, but not going to be playing tonight. Kellen Johnson will get the start. So if you're a coach and you got a freshman quarterback making his first varsity start, what do you want? You want that offensive line to keep him upright and clean all night long. That's key number one tonight for the Arrows. Key number two, they have to protect the football this season when it comes to the take-give department for the Arrows, something that they have really done a fantastic job of the last few years in the take-give department. Right now, the Arrows have fumbled 13 times. They have lost 9 of those. Meanwhile, they've only recovered 5 fumbles, and they have just 4 interceptions on the season. So the Arrows are actually the wrong side of the plus-minus category. That's a category the Arrows have been the last 2 seasons, plus 15 or better. Last season they were at plus 17. The 2 years prior to that, last 3 years that, they were plus 22, 23, and 25. So the Arrows have not been able to create the turnovers offensively, so that means you have to take care of the football when you have it offensively. We'll see if the Arrows can get that job done here tonight. And we are on milestone watch this evening for one Arrow athlete. We'll see if that happens tonight. We'll keep an eye on that. Don't want to spoil it, but we'll tell you more about that if and when it happens this evening. Your Keys to the Game segment brought to you by Real Estate Retrievers in Pipestone. It is Parents' Night on the final game here at Paulson Field for the regular season. They're introducing the parents and kids, and then we'll get this ball game underway. Still to come, your head coach interview. Clay Anderson will be here in just a few moments. We've also got your national anthem and starting lineups. It's all coming up from Pipestone's Paulson Field. This is Arrow Football on KLOH.
Hi, this is Landon Quist with my brother Luca, and we're here to tell you about our Grandpa Scott and our dad Billy of Quist Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Pipestone.
Yeah, they're the guys with the big letter Q on the side of their vans.
The Q, of course, stands for Quist, but it also stands for Quality Master Plumbers, Quality Root Heating, Air Conditioning Equipment, and Quick Service.
It also stands for Quiet, right?
Yeah, but why quiet?
Because that's what you told me to be when you hit that baseball into Dad's windshield.
When you're in need of quality plumbing services, look for the Q and call Quist Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Pipestone. This area's authorized root dealer since 1999. Keeping you informed of all the school activities happening on a daily basis is the goal of the Pipestone Area Schools website and Facebook page. Whether it's a sporting, music, or academic activity, you can always know what's coming up and see the results by checking the website or going to the Facebook page. Pipestone Area Schools website is pas.k12.mn.us. Additional information can be obtained on the district's Facebook page, which is Pipestone Area Schools.
We're down on the field getting ready for tonight's regular season finale. It's the Arrows and Eagles of Windom. Head coach Clay Anderson is here. Coach, good evening.
Good evening, Bill.
Coach, this is what you play for. Last game of the regular season. It's time to start playing some good football.
Yeah, it is, and we're blessed with a really nice night to play the game of football, and our field's doing okay, so that's good. And yeah, we just looking to get some confidence back, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I thought we certainly played a lot better defense than we had against Redwood, against Jackson, so that was good. But yeah, just looking to get on track and get some confidence back.
Obviously, things didn't go our way last week against Jackson, but nobody's been able to get the better of the Huskies yet so far this season. But a much improved team effort on the field last Friday compared to the week before against Redwood.
Oh, absolutely, and on both sides of the ball. You know, I mean, our offensive line got off the ball with lower pads, did this. Their front seven so good and so aggressive, and those guys have been around a long time, and we knew it was going to be difficult, you know, but I thought we battled, did some good things at times, and then defensively I thought we really battled and took away their veer, which is their best play, and I thought we did a great job with that. Voss is going to kill you because that is just who he is, and we don't have athletes like that. I mean, that's the bottom line, you know. Sometimes kids like that just do things, and hurt us a couple times and took advantage of a couple of our weaknesses and things like that, but overall I was just pleased with our effort.
There's a lot of teams that said the same thing the last few years with Cody Thompson and then before that with Tile, so we know what the other end of that looks like.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I mean, we just you just got to tip your hat to kids when they're that good of an athlete.
What's maybe one thing you guys saw this week on film from Jackson that you were saying, you know what, we didn't do so bad in that department?
I would say I think from the game you'd think our offensive line played terrible, and I don't think our offensive line played terrible, so that's one area I thought we were much better than we were the week before. I thought defensively Eric Lane continues to just play stellar defense, and he's just the heart and soul. He's a little banged up, but he's such a gamer, and he's got such instincts for the football, so that's one area that's really been strong all year long.
Yeah, he was all over the field defensively.
Yeah, he really is. Well, that's the way he is. He's just got a great motor and just his instincts. Even when he runs the ball, he doesn't have the speed and all that, but he certainly can use blockers well, and he cuts well. He's got good vision.
You put Kellen on the field there for the last little bit of the game just to get him some work. Had to be happy with what you saw. He stood in, took some hits, and then as a freshman, it's very interesting to see how they respond after that.
Yeah, and the poise was great. He stood in there, took a couple of hits, took a sack here and there, but he threw some really nice balls, and he just played, and that's what you want out of your quarterback, and so he's got a long ways to go in his progression, but certainly was a great start.
You wrap up the regular season here with the Windom Eagles, and when you talk about Windom, it starts with number 6, Cade Sammons. He does a little bit of everything for him.
Man, he's a good player. Yeah, he's one of those guys that he's going to run the ball half the time. He throws the ball well, and if things break down when you're rushing him, he's going to run there as well. So obviously we got to know where he is and try and contain him as best as possible. And probably the biggest worry, I told my guys all week, if he gets behind us, there's nobody going to catch him. So that's number one. But I would say when we're on offense, I would like to think that we can control the line of scrimmage. We'd like to get some dominance up front, and that's kind of our goal there. And then just see where we're at and see how Kellen does in his first start of his career. So that'll be good.
Well, let's talk about Windom. Watch him just a little bit defensively. Just saw the 2 games on him. It looks like they really just try to spread you out and then let Salmon pick and choose whether he wants to run or throw.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's predetermined what they're doing. I don't think he reads it. because it's a tough one to read, so I think they're calling what it is. But I think when I wrote down the scouting report for the guys this week, I think I had quarterback wrap, quarterback trap, quarterback counter, quarterback keep, quarterback blast, and I just had all these quarterback sweep. I had all these quarterback plays because they do a number of different things with him keeping the ball. So that was the focal point.
You talk about Kellen making his first start. How has he handled practice this week?
Very well. Kellen's kind of an even-keeled type guy, and he's kind of like a Cody Thompson mentality, which is a great mentality to have as a quarterback. Inside, he's very competitive, but he's just gonna let things come as they come, and I think he listens well, and each day he gets better back there. He's got an offensive line that's all seniors in front of him, so hopefully they'll protect him pretty well, and get some confidence tonight.
Well, and as you said, I think that's where it starts. You have to tell those 5 guys up front, hey, protect this kid.
Yep, exactly what we told them. We just want to have a really good night with our offensive line, and if we do that, I think things will be really good.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Thanks, Bill.
Hey, Coach Clay Anderson joining us on the pregame show. When we come back, it's the Arrows and Eagles next.
First Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Pipestone is committed to Pipestone area schools' sports programs. First Farmers and Merchants appreciates the Sports Booster Club's efforts to raise funds for all school sports so teams and players can participate and have access to up-to-date equipment. To show their appreciation, First Farmers and Merchants will donate $10 to the Booster Club for every touchdown by a Pipestone area player in the varsity games this football season. Good luck and go Arrows! First Farmers and Merchants National Bank Pipestone, member FDIC in the community where neighbors matter.
Cleaning up is never fun, but it can be easy with a call to Van Dyke Sanitation in Edgerton. At Van Dyke's, they strive to meet your every refuge needs. From the small residential containers to the large roll-off dumpster, Van Dyke Sanitation can help you clean up after any event. Birthday parties, Super Bowl parties, and they even clean up after the Arrows are done cleaning up on the scoreboard. For your refuge needs, make one call to Van Dyke Sanitation of Edgerton, 507-442-7241.
The men and women who serve deserve the very best. Hi, I'm Renee with the Pipestone County Veterans Service Office. It's my duty to advise, counsel, educate, and advocate for veterans and their families to get the benefits they so truly deserve. I encourage all veterans to come in and chat, even if you think you don't need to. Stop into our office at 811 5th Street Southeast at the EMS building in Pipestone, or call me, Renee, at 507-825-1183. You may also call the Veterans Linkage Line at 1-888-546-5838.
Alex Kissiker plays our national anthem. Let's meet your starting lineup.
And
is time for tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Bowman Brothers Chemical. Give them a call, give them a shout. They'll show you what saving money is all about as the Arrows wrap up the regular season schedule here tonight at home against the Windom Eagles. They're introducing the Eagles starters. Get to the Arrow starters here in just a moment. This has been the pregame show brought to you by Simplot Growing Solutions in Hatfield. Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life.
Number 5, Terry Price. Number 8, Jackson Winter. Number 10, Carter Potratz. Number 14, Tyson Racker. Number 23, Taj Reek. Number 28, Braden Benz. Number 31, Lucas Winter. Number 32, Eric Lang. Number 40, Jason Steenstra. Number 42, Landon Haas. Number 51, Dylan Spathy. Number 62, Hunter McKinney. Number 65, Brad Willie. Number 67, Brandon Fye. Number 71, Mason Krakow. Number 74, Dakota Staples. And number 77, Chris Sutherland. The Arrows are coached by Clay Anderson, Scott Boomgarden, Paul Young, Trevor Tiefenthaler, Tucker Coyle, and Kyle Owens.
Simple. Or maybe something a little more complex.
for tonight's kickoff. It's the Arrows and Eagles in just seconds. The Arrows won the coin toss and elected to defer to their option to the second half, which means we'll see Cade Salmon and the Windom Eagle offense up first. Wyatt Steuben's going to tee the ball up at the 40-yard line. Arrows will be kicking from left to right. Back deep to return for the Windom Eagles are their two speedsters. That is Trenton Rehnquist. Opposite him is the other wide receiver. That is Connor Redmond. This has been the pregame show brought to you by Simplot Grower Solutions in Hatfield. Simplot bringing Earth's resources to life. Wyatt's got the hand up. He's ready to go, waiting on the official's whistle. There it is. And we're ready to play some high school football. The run up and boom! End over end kick. It'll be taken by Redmond at the 15-yard line. Here comes middle of the field, looking to go all the way to the other side of the field and having none of it are the Arrows. And Windom will start 1st and 10 as it is Stuvey and who else came out of the bottom of the pile there? Braden Benz makes the stop, and it's 1st and 10 for the Windom Eagles, going right to left on the radio here in this first half. Actually, in the first quarter, they'll start from their own 17 or 18-yard line, so a return of just 3, and we'll see Cade Salmon and the Windom Eagle offense. 1st and 10, they go handoff from Salmon's, and not much going on the opening handoff. Coming up off the bottom of the pile there is Burke. Not much for Vancouver, and a short gain brings up 2nd down and 8 gain of 2 to the 20-yard line. And the Windom Eagles going right to left on the radio. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 man wide right. Shotgun formation for Salmons. He's got Vancouver to his left in the shotgun. Calls for the football. They'll give to Vancouver off right tackle, and he's met from behind and brought down by the Arrows. That's guess who? Eric Lang in on the stop, and it brings up 3rd down and 9. A loss of 1 on the play. Coach talked about Eric in the pregame show and said, hey, this kid has been playing lights out football for us the entire season. We'll see if we can't get him some big time numbers tonight. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun formation for Cade Salmons. Vancouver to his left. He'll put a man in motion. That's Rehnquist from left to right. They go jet sweep. Nope, they'll fake it. Salmon's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to get to the corner, running him down there by the forward of the Arrows as Terry Price, but then a penalty marker is going to come in. This is going to be a personal foul on the Arrows. It's going to be a horse collar tackle. I believe they're going to get on the Arrows. Coach Anderson is standing right there, and we'll have our first penalty of the night. It's going to be on the Arrows, and I believe it's going to be a horse collar. The officials are talking about it, and we'll see what they come up with here. Waiting for the official signal. It is a horse collar tackle on the Arrows, so they'll add that on to the end of the run. So it's going to be a 1st down for the Windom Eagles, and that'll move the ball all the way up to the 42-yard line. So he would have been short of the mark to gain, but then the penalty will make it a 1st down. So a personal foul on the Arrows, move it up to the 42, and it is 1st and 10 for the Windom Eagles. Going right to left on the radio. They'll put 2 receivers here to the near side. Salmon's in the shotgun formation. Moves Rehnquist in motion from left to right. Penalty markers come flying in. Windom jumped. Got a little start early there. Did the big offensive guard on the right side. That is Austin Pullman, the 6'3" senior, and it'll cost the Windom Eagles 5 yards. So back up the bus on the false start. It's now 1st and 15 as the Arrow student section gives them the old "you can't do that" chance. And it's 1st and 15 now for the Windom Eagles. Going right to left. Rehnquist in motion from left to right. He'll go all the way across formation. Arrows blitz. They bring the house. Salmon's in trouble, and Salmon's is sacked. Salmons goes down all the way back at the 23-yard line. Lang and Steuben and Koyman all there to get him, and it'll be a big sack for the Arrows as they will drop Salmons a long ways back. They will spot the ball at the 24-yard line, they say, is where the momentum will stop. Arrows brought the house there. It's now 2nd and 28 for the Windom Eagles. 9:40 to play in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. They'll give it to Vancouver here on the near side. He makes a cut back up to the middle of the field. Lost his footing. Ball comes out, but he was clearly down. Steenstra tried to for the scoop and score, but the officials right there. It's a gain of 1, and it brings up 3rd down and a mile for the Windom Eagles. Make it 3rd down and 27 from the 25-yard line. 3rd down and a mile, 9:10 to play. Opening quarter here on the First Bacon Trust scoreboard. One man left and right, shotgun formation with a tailback to either side of Cade Simmons. Checks over the arrow defense. They show a 2 safety look. Snap is back. Simmons has all day. He'll fire a slant that's broken up by Price. Nice defense by the Arrows cornerback. It brings up 4th down, and the Windom Eagles will look to punt the football for the first time tonight. Nice job there by Price breaking that one up. And it brings up 4th down. 8:53 to go. Back deep in punt formation for the Windom Eagles as the big tight end. That is Siren. End over end kick taken by Wacker at the 40. 45 midfield. Goes angles left. Vancouver meets him there and will bring him down at the 47-yard line. And that's where the Arrows will go to work 1st and 10. So a decent return there for Wacker. And we'll see what Kellen Johnson is able to do in his first career varsity start for the Arrows. He'll have a short field to work with. 1st and 10 from the Windom 46-yard line. Johnson and the company look over here to the near sideline. They'll put one man wide to the far side of the field. That's Wacker. One man here near side. That's Terry Price. Backs will split behind Kellen Johnson, the 6'3" freshman. He'll go under center in his first varsity start. 8:39 to play in the opening quarter. Eagles show pressure. Johnson takes the snap. He'll give on the backside give to Lang, and Lang is loose for an Arrow first down across the 35 down to the 32-yard line before he is brought down from behind, and that will give Eric Lang and the Arrow offense a first down. They'll put the ball at the 31-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Arrow Moving Company. That's a good start for the Arrows. Brings up 1st and 10. Salmons and company in on the stop as the first play goes for 15 yards. A man left and right. Kellen Johnson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. The backs are in the pro set behind him. Tight end to the right side. Johnson under center. Starts his snap count. Takes the snap. Gives to Lang again. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Angles right to the numbers. Runs over a man at the 25 and dives ahead to the 23-yard line. Tough running by Eric Lang. He'll get a nice gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and short after an 8-yard pickup by Eric Lang. Lang was just looking to abuse somebody there, and he picked on Anderson, and finally Anderson was able to hang on to the ankles, but not before he got trucked at the 25. 2nd down and 2 after a gain of 8 for Lang. Double tight end set. Price left. Johnson under center. Everybody in the box for the Windom Eagles. Snap, give to Steenstra. Steenstra with a little stutter step. Makes a man miss. Penalty markers come flying in the area of a hold. I think they're going to get this on Benz as he flat out just tackled his man, and that's going to cost the Arrows 10 yards. So they'll go from 2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 2 to 2nd down and 12 on the Arrows. Second penalty of the night on the boys in black. Arrows wearing the black jerseys with the green numbers, letters, white trim. From the spot of the foul, so they'll see they're going to put it from the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12 here now for the Arrows following their second penalty of the evening. Whoops. Let's try that again, shall we? Now we got her set and squared away. 2nd down and 12 here for the Arrows, going left to right on the radio. Back to the line of scrimmage. Double tight end set. One man in the formation. Snap. Johnson. Play action. Looks. Fires. Man wide open, but cannot hang on as the tight end bends at the 12-yard line. Kellen with pressure in his face still delivered the ball on time. Took a shot as he let it go. Benz could not hang on, and that should have been a first down for the Arrows as Johnson Had Benz, but Braden could not hold on. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12. They'll bring a couple of wide receivers on. They'll send Potratz and Wacker wide to the far side of the field. Terry Price here to the near side. Tight end Winter to the left. Single tailback is going to be Jason Steenstra. He'll go to the left of Kellen Johnson in the shotgun formation. 7:13 to play. No score on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Kellen calls for the football. Blitz is on. Arrows pick it up. Johnson has all time. Looks, fires in the middle of the field, and again it's dropped by the Arrows. This time it's Potratz. Kellen thinking, man, fellas, pick me up here a little bit. 2 good passes and 2 blatant drops by the Arrows. A penalty marker on the play. And are they going to get the Arrows for motion here, or did they blow the play dead? It is a legal procedure. Somebody was moving forward at the snap of the football. So it'll either be 3rd down and longer, or the Eagles will decline the penalty. I would assume they'll decline, or are they going to march them back? They're going to march them back. So it'll be now 3rd down and 17 for the Arrows. 3rd penalty already on Pipestone tonight. So that moves the ball all the way back now to the 37-yard line. It's 3rd down and 16 for the Arrows. No score, opening possession, fly Pipestone. They'll send a couple of receivers to the left side. Terry Price one-on-one here to the near side. That's Michael Anderson in coverage with him. Now they'll bring a safety over the top that way. Shotgun formation for Kellen Johnson. Eagles showing pressure. They don't come. Kellen looking to set up the screen. Looks, fires, sets, caught. Steenstra at the 40. 40, 35, 30. Runs over to man. He's going to be well short of the mark to gain. The penalty is going to kill the Arrows there. It's 4th down, and you'll see the offense stay on the field. So Kellen had a couple of guys drop a couple of passes. They go with the all-wide, the little running back screen. Good to the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 8 here for the Arrows. And that's where the penalties kill you, because normally that'd be enough for a 1st down. So the Arrow offense will stay on the field. Clock running, 6:13 to play here in the opening quarter. Terry Price wide to the near side of the field. That's the short side of the field. 2 receivers stacked to the left side in Wacker and Potratz. Shotgun formation on 4th down for Kellen Johnson. Eagles showing blitz. Arrows got away with a false start. No, they didn't. The officials saw it. And Brad Willie didn't snap the football. That's the opposite of the Hootie play, where the center is the only one that moved. The old Hootie play is where everybody moves except the center. This time it was the complete opposite, so back him up again. And it's now 4th down and 13. The Arrows have been penalized already tonight 4 times for 34 yards. They keep marching backwards on this drive. 4th down and long for Kellen Johnson. Shotgun formation with Steenstra to his right, trips left, 1-man right. Kellen looks, pump fakes, pressure's coming. He's got to get away from the pressure. He cannot, and he's sacked by Altman back at the 45-yard line. Kellen was looking to take a shot downfield, but it was a slow developing play. They tried the old double move on the outside, tried to get the defender to bite of the pump fake when he didn't. Kellen was looking for a check down, couldn't find one, and Altman will give him the sack, and it's a turnover on downs by the Arrows as the Windom Eagles take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. So the Arrows, not a whole lot going. 5 plays, 1 yard on that drive, and it resulted in a turnover on downs, and the Eagles back with the football. 5:35 to play in the opening quarter. 2 left, 1 right. Shotgun formation for Cade Sammons. He'll move a man into motion across the formation from left to right. Quarterback draw for Sammons, and Sammons is tripped up in the backfield. Lang is in there to get him for a 5-yard loss. It's 2nd down and 15. Lang playing well here already to start the ball game. He's already got a couple of tackles to make it 2nd down and 15 here for the Windom Eagles. When it comes to the Eagles, it all starts with Cade Sammons at the quarterback. The 5'10" junior started last year as a sophomore. They let him pretty much run the show. As you heard Coach Anderson talk about, trap, counter, blast, draw. He does it all. Arrows, blitz, they bring the house. They go over the wide receiver, their screen with Vancouver, and it's snipped out perfectly. Ball's loose, and the Arrows have the football. Coming off the bottom of the pile with it forward to the Arrows, that is Joe Koyman. And the Arrows have the football back. After a Windom fumble, they'll have it at the 38-yard line. Arrows go to work, 1st and 10. First turnover of the night. Koyman comes up with a loose ball, and the Arrow offense back to work. Now, this is one of those parts of the field. After the turnover, do you take a shot right off the get-go? I would think about it. Johnson's going to go under center. Big boys on the field. One wide receiver. Snap gives Steenstra. Jump cut in the backfield. Now gets to the corner. Look to get to the edge. He's got the edge. 30. Stips arm of the man at the 25. Still in the speed of the 20. And shoved out of bounds inside the 20 to the 17-yard line is Jason Steenstra. Big run for Steen, and it's an Arrow first down. Salmon's there to push him out of bounds. A touchdown-saving tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Arrows in the red zone for the first time tonight. This has been an area this season where the Arrows have struggled. Red zone efficiency for the Arrows has been a problem most of the season. We'll tell you about that in a second. Here's 1st and 10. Terry Price wide here to the near side. Backs are split, double tight end set. Kellen Johnson under center. Takes the snap. He'll give to Lang, and Lang stood up in the backfield initially and then able to get out of a would-be tackle, and then is finally dropped by the Windom Eagles. Coming up off the bottom of the pile there is the big fella. That wasn't Lang, it was Koyman. And it'll be Mutz on the tackle. Eli Mutz, boy, that's a name that's been around Eagle football for a very long time. It comes down to a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Arrows after a short Joe Koyman run. He's on the field along with Steenstra in the backfield. Lang still nursing that little bit of an injury. Kellen Johnson goes under center. Snap again, Koyman. Koyman's loose. Runs over the man at the 10. Penalty markers come flying in. This is going to be a personal foul face mask on the Windom Eagles. It'll be a half the distance to the goal, and 1st and goal for the Arrows. That was easy to see from here as he grabbed a hold of the face mask of Joe Koyman. And the Arrows going to be half the distance to the goal after another Joe Koyman run. With 3:55 to play here in the first quarter. No score between the Arrows and Eagles. It is the first personal foul face mask on Windom. So you go half the distance to the goal from the 7-yard line, and it goes to the 3.5. So it is 1st and goal for the Arrows. Kellen Johnson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Takes the snap. Gives to Steenstra. Steenstra up the middle. He's in. Untouched for an Arrow touchdown. Jason Steenstra in from 3 yards out. And the Arrows strike first on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. 6-0 for the Arrows after the Jason Steenstra touchdown. He's getting closer. That's the milestone watch we're waiting on tonight. Steenstra getting close to setting a record. We'll tell you about it in a moment. Price going to go wide here to the near side. Backs are split on the 2-point conversion. Steenstra takes the handoff. He'll look for the goal line, and no signal comes in yet. The official from the far side says no. They did not get in. 2-point conversion for Steenstra is no good, and the Arrows will lead 6-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. We step aside with 3:42 to play in the first quarter. This is Arrow football on K.
And Redmond.
4 plays, 38 yards for the Arrows, and it's capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run by Jason Steenstra. Arrows lead 6-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Wyatt Steuben has the ball teed up here at the 44-yard line. Get you some scores from elsewhere around the area tonight. Dutchmen are up early all the way over in Grenada tonight, 16-6 over to our sister station, KDWC. Here comes the kickoff from Steuben. The right leg swings through. End over end kick will be taken by the Windom Eagles. That's Rehnquist. He'll go far side of the field, 20, 25, runs over to man at the 30, and then whips ahead for what he can out of the spin move. He'll go down to about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Arrows will go to work defensively after their first touchdown of the evening. Arrow football on KLOH tonight, brought to you by Pipestone's County Pork Producers. They're helping cook the meal tonight, brought to you by Pipestone Systems, and also tonight brought to you by the Pipestone American Legion, fine Arrow sponsors. Thank you for those folks making the broadcast possible here this evening. First and 10 for the Windom Eagles at their own 33-yard line. Here comes Cade Salmon and company. He'll put a couple of men to the right side. He'll move one in motion. That's Rehnquist from right to left. Wide receiver screen here to the near side. That's caught at the 30 and then hog-tied immediately. Nicely done. In fact, it's going to be a loss on the play as Eric Lang comes in and breaks up the play. Connor Redmond made the catch, but Lang right there drops him for a loss. It's second down and 11 for the Windom Eagles. Lang has been all over the field tonight for the Arrows, playing primarily defensive on the defensive side of the football tonight. Koyman will do most of the carries on that side. Eagles will break the huddle. They'll put one man wide each side. Redmond left, Rehnquist right, along with Michael Anderson. Shotgun formation for Siemens. Got a man, Vancouver, to his right in the shotgun formation. Rehnquist across the formation. Fake the jet sweep. Pump fake. Look. Fire. Pass. That is... Did he hang on? Yes, he does. That's Anderson on the catch. Nice hit there by the Arrows. Trying to bust it loose for the Arrows was Cole Paulson, but able to hang on to it is Anderson, and it'll bring up third down and about a yard as he got 10. They needed 11. Third down and short here for the Windom Eagles. Eagles so far here in the first quarter 0 for 1 on third downs. Clock sitting at 2:15 and counting to play. Arrows on top 6-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Michael Anderson wide to the right side. Connor Redmond wide here to the near side. Two men in the backfield on either side of Siemens in the shotgun formation. Checks over the Arrow defense, calls for the football. He's got it. Play action. He'll take the ball, and he is taken down to the backfield of Siemens by guess who? Eric Lang again at the 36-yard line. It's a loss on the play. It brings up third down. Fourth and long upcoming for the Windom Eagles, and Eric Lang looking like Matt Enger out there so far tonight. He is all over the place for the Arrows. Saren has the ball in the punt formation from his own 25-yard line. It's a low line drive kick. It'll take an arrow hop. It's picked up by Potrex on the 35-40. Stiff arms him in at the 45. Across midfield into Windom territory. Down at the 45-yard line. The punter, Saren, is the man to finally bring him down. And the Arrows will go to work. First and 10. Nice return for Potrex. And the Arrows will go to work first and 10 with their third possession of the ball game in Windom territory. Eagles have given the Arrows short fields all night long here tonight. Minute 19 to play in the opening quarter, and the Arrows will go to work. They'll put two men to the left side, one man wide here to the near side. Actually, they're going to go trips to the left side with Winter. The tight end split out. Steenstra the single setback shotgun formation for Kellen Johnson. They're going to let the young man throw. They will. Takes his time, looks, fires. That's caught. Price shifts in the third gear, gets across one defender, and then is taken down from behind at the 39-yard line. Coming up and making the stop is Flannery, and it brings up second down here for the Arrows. Just a little wide receiver screen, second down and 4. Potras will check out here for the Arrows. Under a minute to play in the opening quarter. Arrows up 6-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Wacker goes wide to the left side. Terry Price wide here to the near side. Backs in the pro set. Steenstra and Koyman behind Kellen Johnson. The freshman getting his first start under center tonight for the Arrows. Unbalanced line to the right side. Penalty markers fly and stop play. And now we'll see what the call is here. It'll be offsides on the Windom Eagles. Normally you don't call offsides until the ball is snapped, but all right, we'll take the 5-yard penalty, and that should give the Arrows a first down. They will. That was weird. The Arrows hadn't snapped the football yet, so I'm not sure why they threw the penalty. Nobody had come across, but hey, we'll take it. 5-yard penalty gives the Arrows a first down at the 34-yard line. They'll wind the clock. 35 seconds to play. Backs in the pro set behind Kellen Johnson. Snap, give Koyman. Koyman right up the gut. He's loose. 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's tripped up from behind. A touchdown saving tackle at the 9-yard line for the Windom Eagles. Making the stop is the linebacker, Ka, who will make a touchdown saving tackle, or Koyman was into the end zone. It's first and goal, Pipestone from the 9-yard line in the closing seconds of the first quarter. Under 30 ticks left to play, make it under 20 seconds now to play here before the end of the period. Arrows will put one man wide here to the near side. The big boys are on the field. Go double tight end set. Under 10 seconds to go. If the Arrows want to get a snap playoff here, they're going to have to hurry. They'll go into the I formation here now. Johnson under center with 3, with 2. He'll take the snap. They go backside counter to Koyman. Nobody fooled on the fullback counter. And the final play of the first quarter results in a yard loss for the Arrows. And with 12 minutes gone on the first Bank and Trust scoreboard, it's Pipestone 6, Windom nothing. It's second and goal for the Arrows when we come back to Paulson Field on KLOH.
When the pressure's on and your team's counting on you to make the big play, you go with tender, juicy pork. That's why you bring crispy pulled pork quesadillas, sweet and spicy pork kebabs, and hearty stuffed pork meatball sandwiches to your game day gathering. Because when it counts, pork's always the right call. Find delicious recipes for the big game and beyond at porkbeinspired.com. A message brought to you by the Pipestone County Pork Producer.
Hi, this is Braden Benz. You're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
Second and goal here for the Arrows from the 10-yard line, following a yard lost by Joe Koyman. Koyman 4 carries, 33 yards so far on the night. Arrows with 84 yards of offense in that first quarter. Playing much better than they did last Friday over in Jackson. But then again, the Arrows aren't playing Jackson either. Jackson, they're really good. If you haven't seen the Jackson County Central Huskies in person, you're missing out because they are solid. Second and goal for the Arrows after the quarter break. They'll put one man wide to the far side of the field. Backs are split behind Kellen Johnson. Johnson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Takes a snap, play action, give to Steenstra on the backside. Steenstra spins away from a would-be tackler across the 10 to the 9 to the 8 before he is taken down. And it'll bring up third down and goal for the Arrows from the 7. Third down and goal for the Arrows. Your 4-down territory here. Get part of it here and get the other part on fourth down if you have to. Tyson Wacker wide to the right side of the field. Backs will split behind Kellen Johnson. Johnson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Double tight end set. Eagles showing pressure right up the gut. They'll take the snap. Toss Steenstra. Stiff arms him into the backfield of the 10. Can't get away from the would-be tackler. And Steenstra's going to be dropped for a loss. It'll bring up fourth down and goal here for the Arrows. Coming in and making the stop there is Flaherty. And it brings up fourth down. A loss in the play to the 8. And it brings up fourth and goal just underway here in the second quarter. I'll eventually get which quarter we're in. Tried fourth, that wasn't right. Tried third, that wasn't right. And now it's fourth and goal here for the Arrows. Backs in the pro set. Wacker, the wide receiver, the only wide out to the right. Snap Johnson. Play action. Pressure comes. Looks. He can't get away from the pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield. Is Kellen Johnson. In to get him first was Alex Altman. And then Searing comes in and helps finish him off. Arrow offensive line, they were trying to set up a screen, but they let the defense come through a little too quickly. It's a sack for the Windom Eagles, and the Eagles have the ball back first and 10 from the Arrow 15-yard line. So they got 85 yards to go to try to tie this ball game. Arrows lead 6-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Here comes Cade Salmons and company as they take over for another possession. This will be their fourth of the ball game. Windom Eagles so far just one first down.
Salmon's pass to Searing is incomplete. Kilhaus and Potratz on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Is intercepted by number 21, Maddox Beaver, and returned all the way to the 11-yard line. First down, Arrows.
Beaver just stepped in front of the pass. Salmons had to bring him down, and it's 1st and 10 for the Arrows from the Eagle 12. They'll run the wishbone to the backfield. Koyman is going to be in front of Beaver and Steenstra. Johnson with the double tight ends goes under center. Takes a snap. They'll give to Beaver. Beaver looks to bounce to the outside. He's got the edge. Can he make the man miss? He cannot. Penalty markers come flying in. This is going to be a personal foul on the Windom Eagles. It'll be 1st and goal from half the distance. Michael Anderson is going to be the man that's flagged there. It'll be a personal foul on Windom. It'll be half the distance to the goal for the Arrows. From the end of the run by Maddox Beaver. So they say, hey, Maddox, you got us to pick. Why don't you go ahead and finish this thing off with a touchdown? Now the officials...
Personal foul, face mask on the Arrows. First down, 21. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Windom Eagles. 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 30-yard.
And yikes, 2nd and 20 turns into a fumble, and the Windom Eagles take over 1st and 10. It was Flaherty to come up with the loose ball from the 30-yard line, and Windom will have it 1st and 10 from the 30. Here comes Cade Salmons going left to right of the radio. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun formation, puts a man in motion. Snap, they'll fake the jet sweep. They'll give it to Vancouver straight up the gut. And Vancouver gets a few to the 33, maybe the 34-yard line before he's finally brought down from behind. Lang and company in on the stop there. Lang has been very busy tonight defensively for the Arrows. They'll put him to the 33 and a half, to the 34. It's a gain of 4, brings up 2nd down and 6. So the Arrows have had golden opportunities tonight to really put this thing out of reach early, but have not been able to get out of their own way. 6-0. Arrows do lead on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. 9:40 to play before intermission. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun formation for Salmons. Arrows showing pressure. They'll back out of it. Nope, they bring the house. Play is a draw that goes nowhere. 4 guys there to meet. It's Paulson and Burke leading the charge for the carry by Vancouver. A big loss on the play, all the way back to the 30-yard line. Where are they going to put the ball? They'll put the ball at the 30. 31, they'll make it. And it's 3rd down and 9 here for the Windom Eagles. Anderson, Rehnquist, don't check that. Anderson's here to the near side. Rehnquist and Redmond to the left side. Rehnquist in motion. Snap back to Salmons. They'll fire a wide receiver screen. Then that's out of the hands of Anderson. Anderson did not hang on. And it'll bring up another punt for the Windom Eagles. Windom just can't help their own cause as the Arrows have given them a couple of gifts. The Arrows have turned the ball over twice already tonight, once by pick, once on fumble. And now we'll see another punt from the Windom Eagles as Siren is back in punt formation at his own 28-yard line. Wacker and Pontrat's back deep for the Arrows. Snap back, kick is away, low line drive kick. It'll be taken by Wacker at the 35-yard line. He comes near side 40, angling left to the numbers 45-50. Penalty markers come flying in, and a nice return is going to be mitigated by the penalty, and the Arrows will have it first and 10. So a nice return by Wacker, but it's going to get wiped out by a penalty. Decent return. Now the officials discussing the foul. And it's an illegal block in the back by the Arrows from midfield. So that'll back the Arrows up 10 more yards. So they'll put the ball back at the 40, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Arrows. So really, when it's all said and done, it's basically a return of 5 yards. And it's 1st and 10 for the Arrows. Price left, Wacker right. Pro set behind Kellen Johnson. He'll go under center, takes the snap, gives to Koyman. Koyman trying to go off right tackle, gets by a couple of defenders, rumbles ahead to the 47, now the 48-yard line. It's going to be just about a yard shy of the first down. And Mutz is there to make the stop. The big lineman tracks it down from behind, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 1 here for Joe Koyman and the Arrows. 8:10 to play in the opening half. The Arrows lead 6-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. 2 receivers here to the near side. Arrows will split the backs. Kellen Johnson will bring them up to the line of scrimmage. Price and Wacker both here to the near side. Kellen Johnson goes under center. Arrows take the snap. They'll give to Steenstra. Off left tackle, and Steen's got a wall. 30, 35, makes a man miss, spins away from the tackle at the 30 and is down to the 28-yard line as Jason Steenstra, as he slaps the ground in frustration, thought he was loose, but Rehnquist and Anderson are there to bring him down to the 28, and it's an Arrow first down. Going right to left on the radio here in the first half. Arrows leading 6-0. 100 yards of offense for the Arrows so far in the ball game. Arrows did not have 100 yards of offense last Friday against Jackson until the 4th quarter. Jackson had a lot to do with that. 2 receivers right, back split, Johnson to the line of scrimmage. The 6'3 freshman goes under center. Arrows come set, takes the snap, gives to Koyman. He'll go off right tackle, and he's got a big hole, and he's loose. 30, 25, 20, 15, and he's finally run down at the 11-yard line as Joe Koyman. Koyman down at the 11, and it's 1st and 10 for the Arrows, and we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Windom. We step aside with 7:20 to play in the first half. Pipestone 6, Windom nothing on your home for Arrow football.
Yo, drivers, always, and I mean always, use your turn signals. Little things like that are not only nice, but important to your driving safety. There's no substitute for caution, especially when the driver...
Let me give a hand to the junior cheerleaders down there, doing a great job. Reminder that tonight is Tackle Cancer Fundraiser Night. Prizes announced at halftime. 1st and 10 Arrows from the 11-yard line. Touchdown Arrows! Jason Steenstra with an 11-yard touchdown run!
Conversion attempt here now for the Arrows. They'll go for two, leading 12-0, 7:14 to play. One man wide each side, back split. Kellen Johnson to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Checks over the Windom Eagle defense. Long count here for Kellen. Takes a snap. Student body toss right. Koyman looks. He's into the end zone, but penalty markers fly, and we'll have to line him up, and we'll try it again on the two-point conversion. It's going to be a hold for the Arrows. And we'll try the two-point conversion again here. Kellen Johnson will come over and talk to Coach Tucker Coyle and say, all right, Coach, what do you want to draw up here on the two-point conversion for the lot farther out? 12-0, 7:14 to play. Arrows looking for the two-point conversion try, and they'll do so now from the 11-yard line. Arrows will send Tyson Wacker wide to the right side. Terry Price here to the near side. Two men in the backfield, Koyman and Steenstra. Kellen Johnson up to the line of scrimmage, walks up there, cool as a cucumber, goes under to center, takes a snap. Three-step drop, looks, fires, fade, corner to the end zone. It's in and out of the hands of Terry Price. Good coverage there by the Windom Eagles. That is Omara Lewis, and the two-point conversion fails. Arrows lead 12-0 on KLOH.
Celebrations of every kind are more fun at the Pipestone American Legion. Weddings, anniversaries, reunions, birthdays. The Pipestone American Legion features a new kitchen, bigger stage, and better lighting, all to give you a better, more fun experience. Have your event, big or small, at the Pipestone American Legion. For reasonable rates and open dates, call 825-3211. Book your celebration now, 825-3211. The Pipestone American Legion, a contributor to youth sports programs and a proud sponsor of the Pipestone area Arrows.
Short kick to be taken by one of the, that's Redmond at the 11-yard line, 15-20, 25-30. Spins away from the tackler at the 32, and is going to be short of the 35. And the Windom Eagles will start first and 10. So the record coming in with 188 points. That was set by Austin Moeller. But now Jason Steenstra owns the mark at 190 career points. So well done by him. And now we'll see what the Arrows can do here defensively. First and 10 from the 34-yard line go the Windom Eagles. Cade Sammons brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Two right, one left. Wide receiver screen, that's caught. Rehnquist at the 30. Buries his head at the 35 and then is dropped by a pair of Arrow defenders. Leading the charge there is Dawson Skellhouse from the safety position at the 37. It'll bring up second down for the Windom Eagles. Second down. Good to see Skelly back on the field as well here for the Arrows. Been waiting a long time for that. Second down here for the Eagles. Snap Sammons. Give to Van Curren. He's spun down the backfield. Cole Paulson gets in there and breaks it up in the backfield. Nice stop. That'll bring up third down and long, make it 10. A loss of 3 after a gain of 3 by Rehnquist on the reception. And now third down and long for the Windom Eagles. Going left to right on the radio here in the second quarter. 6 minutes to play before intermission. Arrows lead by 2 scores on the Eagles tonight. Redmond and Rehnquist go wide left. Michael Anderson right. Shotgun formation for Cade Sammons. Vancouver to his right. He'll call for the football. Rehnquist in motion. Take the jet sweep to him. Snap is back to Sammons. They'll fire a wide receiver screen. Looking for Anderson. And Sammons threw it into the dirt. Nowhere close for his intended target. And a 3 and out here for the Windom Eagles. 5:40 to play before halftime. Potrats and Beaver will go back deep. Nope, Beaver says, you got this. I'm going to go up here. So Siren's going to line up in punt formation again here for the Windom Eagles. This will be his 4th punt this evening. Snap is back. Kick is away. Arrows brought the house. It's off the side of his foot. Takes a Windom bounce across midfield, across the 45, and it's going to be down at the 44-yard line. Redmond will tap it down there, and that's where the Arrow offense and Kellen Johnson will go to work first and 10. Arrow football on KLOH tonight. Brought to you by Moeller Brothers Chemical, by Minnesota West. 44-yard line is where the Arrows will go to work. 1st and 10 as the announcement is made for Jason. So it's 1st and 10 for the Arrows. Steenstra and Koyman in the backfield. They'll split. Johnson under center. Takes the snap. They give to Steen. And Steen is loose again. 45-50. Runs over to man at the 45 and is tripped up from behind. A touchdown saving tackle on Steenstra. Coming up and making the stop is Flaherty. And another big run for Jason Steenstra. They'll put the ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Steenstra now 7 carries, 75 yards, and a couple of scores. Potratz left, Price right. Shotgun formation. Nope. Kellen's just taking his time walking up to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Brings the boys set, takes the snap. He'll give to Steen again. Off left tackle. And again, Steen is loose. 40, 35, 30 down the sidelines. Steps inside of the 20. Spins away from the tackler to the 15. And is finally brought down by 4 Windom Eagle defenders. Another big run for Jason Steenstra. He'll go all the way to the 14, make it the 16 this time. And another Arrow first down. A host of Windom Eagles there to try to make the stop. Steenstra just pounding people, but a penalty marker is on the field at the 36-yard line, so a big run will go by the wayside. It'll be a penalty on the Arrows, a hold. And they'll mark it off 10 yards from the 36. So the big run goes for Knox. Spot the ball at the 46 and replay the down. It's 1st and 14 for the Arrows. Back split, Price wide right. Johnson under center. Fakes to give, goes counter backside Steenstra, makes 1 man miss, makes 2 men miss, runs over to man at the 35, still on his feet at the 30, stiff arms a man at the 25 and is down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Eli Mutz has to come out of nowhere. The big defensive lineman from all the way on the other side of the field makes the stop as Steenstra is running like a man possessed this drive down to the 21-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Arrows. Steen now at 100 yards on the money tonight, rushing the football. 2 receivers right. Johnson to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Arrows come set. Kellen takes the snap. He'll give to Koyman this time. He'll get a good lead block from Steenstra. He'll follow right behind him off the C gap and runs ahead to the 20 or to the 15 and then spins down to the 13-yard line does Joe Koyman. That's a solid gain, and it's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Arrows. 4:19 to play in the first half. The Little Arrow cheerleaders down on the track tonight, trying to get the fans cheered up. 2 receivers right, Price and Potratz. Koyman and Steenstra will split behind Kellen Johnson. The 6'3 freshman brings him up to the line of scrimmage from the Eagle 13. Blitz, snap, give, Koyman looks to make a cut and had a lot of room, but lost his footing. It'll be a loss on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down. Tough break for Koyman. He had some room to operate. He got the corner over there, but then slips and falls. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2. No gain on the play. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage. And 3:36 to play here before halftime. Arrow coaching staff going through their signs here on the near side. They'll send Potratz wide left. Terry Price wide right. Koyman and Steenstra in the pro set behind Kellen Johnson, the tight end Winter to the left side. Johnson to the line of scrimmage. Kellen goes under center. He'll take the snap. Student body toss left. Steenstra makes a man miss in the backfield. That's Mutz. And then Mutz will regain composure, gets back in front of him, and brings him down for a loss of 2 on the play to the 15. And it'll bring up 4th down. Not often do you see Steenstra go backwards, but this time he does to the 15. It's a loss of 2, and the play brings up 4th down and 4 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Beautiful evening here at Paulson Field. Night and day difference from last Friday when we played over in Jackson. That was brutal. Potratz wide here to the near side. Terry Price wide right. Whistles stop play, and Coach Anderson wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:35 to play before halftime. Arrows on top. A fourth down, stare them in the face when we come back.
When attending high school athletic games, please remember to always be respectful of the players, coaches, referees, and fans on both sides. Proper sportsmanship only enhances the quality of the game for everyone involved. At Moeller Brothers Chemical, we salute all of the athletes of Pipestone area schools for their commitment, hard work, and countless hours of practice endured to provide everyone with a quality game. Remembering sportsmanship at all times is a positive reflection on our community, schools, and students.
Hi, this is JT Tinkenberg, and you're listening to Aero Football on KLOH.
Following the Coach Anderson timeout, fourth down and 4 here for the Arrows. Kellen Johnson checks over the Windom Eagles defense. He'll go under center. Johnson, tried to take the snap. He backed out, but Mr. Willie never gave him the football. And now will they call the false start, or will they call the offsides on the Arrows? They're going to call offsides. That's a break because Kellen clearly backed out, and Windom's coaching staff, led by Travis Martin, is coming unglued on the far side, and he's got every right to. Because that should have been on the Arrows. That 5-yard penalty is enough for an Arrow first down, so it's first and goal for Pipestone from the 10-yard line. Kellen Johnson to the line of scrimmage on first and goal. Takes the snap. Play action. Has all day. Fires over the middle. Caught! Touchdown! Kellen Johnson hits winner in the end zone. And the Arrows lead 18-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Winter with the score. Kellen Johnson, the touchdown pass, and the Arrows lead 18-0. 2-point conversion try coming as Kellen Johnson will bring the play in here from the near side and has assistant coach Tucker Coyle. 2:29 to play, 10-yard touchdown pass to Lucas Winter. And now the 2-point conversion try. Potrats wide left, Terry Price wide right. Back split behind Kellen Johnson. Arrows quick to the line of scrimmage, they'll come set, they go under center, take the snap. Look, fire, slant, caught right side, but in and out of the hands of Price and Salmons. Both of them had a chance at it. Price thought he had it, but then the ball slipped through his fingers, and the 2-point conversion is no good. Arrows lead 18-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard from Paulson Field.
Minnesota West Community and Technical College wishes area sport team success. Continue your athletic and academic ways at Minnesota West. We serve over 7,000 students from 33 states and 10 countries, and we want you to learn with purpose. Choose a winner. Choose Minnesota West.
College for everyone. Minnesota West Community and Technical College.
Hi, this is Lucas Winter, and you're listening to Aero Football on KLOH.
Lucas Winter with the 10-yard touchdown catch. 18-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Aero Football tonight brought to you by Ludolf Bus Service, by Doubly Gravel, and by the Bullboy Lanes. Steuben's got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Here comes the run-up. Swings the right leg through. This will be taken by Rehnquist at the 19, 20. Far side of the field, 25. Looks to get to the corner, cannot, and is taken down at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Arrows defense will come back out onto the field, first and 10. Arrow football tonight's regular season finale for the boys. From the 30-yard line, that's where Cade Salmons and company will go back to work, first and 10. We got a penalty on the play. It's an illegal block in the back of the Windom Eagles. It's going to cost them 10 yards from the spot. And it'll just back the Windom Eagles up. A very sloppy night of football here by both teams. So we first and 10 from the 20 and 80 yards to go here for the Windom Eagles. 2:21 to play before halftime and 2 timeouts for Coach Travis Martin. His first and last season at Windom. We'll tell you about that in a second. Snap Salmons. Give Van Curto off left tackle. He's got a head of steam. He's got a big run, and he's going to be just shy of the first down here for the Windom Eagles at the 28-yard line. Best run of the night for the Windom Eagles. Lang comes up with a hard hit. Van Curto slow to get himself up. He'll pick himself up now, and he'll head to the sidelines. Gain of 9 on the play brings up second down and 1 here for the Windom Eagles. Clock runs under 2 minutes to play before halftime. Van Curto took a hard shot from Eric Lang, and he slowly walked off the field, and now a whistle and a timeout coming from the Windom Eagles. We'll step aside as well. A break in the action from Paulson Field. This is Aero Football on KLOH, AM and FM, and online at KLOHradio.com.
No matter the event or the occasion, Ludolph Bus Service will get you there safely and affordably. Whether taking a group to a major sporting event, a church or school function, Ludolph Bus Service will provide you with the finest, most comfortable, and most affordable solution to your transportation needs. Specializing in providing personal service to all size groups. Take the worry and hassle out of organizing passengers and transportation. Call Ludolph Bus Service in Pipestone for a quote. 825-2303.
Hi, this is Chris Sutherland, and you're listening to Aero Football on KLOH.
Second and 1 here for the Windom Eagles. Following a timeout, they're left with 1 for the half. Salmons brings them up to the line of scrimmage. He'll go shotgun formation. A man on either side of him, a man wide each way. Snap is back to Salmons. Looks, fires, quick slant. That's caught Michael Anderson for the Windom Eagle first down. Still making moves, and is finally down at the 40-yard line, but not before Steuben and Patrats can bring him down. A nice reception, and it'll bring up first and 10 here for the Windom Eagles. Michael Anderson on the catch. First and 10, Windom from the 40-yard line. Eagles back on the plus side of the offense. Redmond left, Anderson, Rehnquist right. Now they'll move Rehnquist into the backfield. To the right of Salmons. Shotgun formation. Arrows stack the box. Snap is back. Salmons looks, fires, caught. Ball tipped in the air by Steuben, and he almost comes up with a pick. Second down. Broken up by Stubbe. Brings up second down, 10, a minute 18 to play here before halftime. Coming up on the halftime show, we'll get you scores and updates from around Southwest Minnesota and the Big South Conference tonight. Final regular season game for all the teams in the Big South tonight. Little Sioux and Red Rock Conference football being played tonight as well. Matchup we're watching over at our sister station KJO between 5 and 2 MCC and 5 and 2 El Paso. That will determine who's the number 2 seed in the section. Shotgun formation for Salmons. Man in motion is Rehnquist. Arrows showing blitz with Weston Burke. Here he comes. Arrows bring the house, and they got him! Steenstra is the man to bring him down at the 35-yard line. They picked Burke up on the outside. That left Steenstra free for the sack, and it's third down and long for the Windom Eagles. Ball sits at the 35-yard line. Make it 3rd and 15. Under a minute to play here, and off here the Arrows. If you can get a stop, you might want to take one of your 2 timeouts left to maybe get a quick score, or do you just let it go to the halftime break? We'll see. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun formation for Salmons. Under a minute to play in the half. Rehnquist in motion. Salmons calls for the football. He's got it. Design roll to the near side. He'll look, fire down the sidelines, and in and out of the hands of Rehnquist. Would have been enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down and long with 35 seconds to go in the first half. That's a pretty pass by Cade Salmons. Rehnquist just could not hold on. It brings up 4th down and long here for the Windom Eagles, and they'll line up in punt formation, and Rehnquist not happy with himself here on the near side. He's one of the gunners on the punt team. Hitting himself in the side of the head. He's not happy. Patrats back deep to return. We have not had a punt return since Kyle Wolver. Maybe we're due for one. Siren has the ball teed up, or ready for the punt. Snap is back. Kick blocked! And the Arrows We're going to have the football at the 34-yard line. 2 timeouts and 26 seconds left. I don't know who blocked it. But Steuben's going to come up with the ball. Arrows will have it at the 34-yard line. As the Arrow defense got a hand on it. And now if you're the Arrows, why not? Johnson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap Johnson. Play action. Nope, they do give it to Steenstra. Steenstra in the backfield is going to get hog-tied by a host of Windom Eagles. Does Coach Anderson call a timeout? He does, to stop the clock with 18 seconds to go here in the first half. They were trying to catch him with the draw. Eagles not fooled, and now we'll see if Kellen is able to take a couple of shots to the end zone here. In on the stop was Sandoval and a host of other Windom Eagles all the way back for a 3-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and 13 for the Arrows with 18 seconds to play here in the first half. One of the Arrow trainers is making his way across. That's Mitch going over to the Windom Eagles sideline as they are looking at Vancouver. He got that hard hit from Eric Lang earlier this quarter, and he has not come back onto the field yet. Carter Vancouver, the 5'8" 150-pound sophomore, being tended to by the Eagle coaches and now the Arrow training staff. It's always nice that Mitch and Teresa are here to help. Teresa down here on the Arrow sideline. Mitch now over on Windham's sideline, taking care of business over there. 2nd down and long. Arrow's going to bring the wide receivers on. Trips left, 1-man right. Shotgun formation for Kellen Johnson. Let's see what the youngster can come up with here. Johnson and the Arrows come set. Eagles bring the blitz. Arrows pick it up. Johnson has time. Steps up in the pocket. Looks. Fires. Deep shot. Wide open winner at the 15. Stiff arms a man at the 12 and is down at the 11. That'll stop the clock with 9 seconds to go as they have to move the chains. Lucas Winter, another great catch. Arrows want the timeouts. They will get it now if they get the chain set. And the Arrows going to have 1 or 2 shots, depending on what they run here, to get this ball into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line when we come back. This is Arrow football.
At Kozlowski Insurance Agency and Financial Services, we know the value of working together and believe that hard work pays off. We wish all of the athletes competing this season good luck and encourage each of you to practice today to achieve victory tomorrow. Trust in teamwork. Trust in tomorrow. Contact Kozlowski Insurance Agency and Financial Services, your local Grinnell Mutual agent at Pipestone and Laverne today. Trust in tomorrow is property of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Hi, this is Taj Morin, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
9 seconds to go before halftime. The Arrows are out of timeouts. The Windom Eagles have 1 left. The Arrows going to have 2 plays, maybe 3, depending on how quickly they can get these off here. But it's got to be to the end zone or to the sidelines. You've got to get out of bounds. See if the Arrows can get a touchdown on the board. The Arrows will get the ball first in the 3rd quarter, so this would be a huge 2-swing momentum. Trips receivers left, 1-man wide right. That's Price. Shotgun formation for Kellen Johnson. Snap is black. Blitz. Johnson looks, fires, home run, corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Lucas Winter lays out for it with 000 showing on the clock. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and what a big drive for the Arrows. Johnson to Winter for the touchdown. That's a fantastic catch by Lucas in the corner of the end zone, falling backwards to make the catch, and now the 2-point conversion try. 24-0 Arrows lead on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Lucas Winter has just caught his 4th touchdown catch of the season, 2nd tonight. I believe Kellen has found his favorite target. 2 receivers to the right side, 2 men in the backfield. Yep, they're going to put single setback as Koyman. Steenstra is going to be the wingback. The Arrows put a couple guys in motion. Penalty markers fly. They had exactly what they wanted. Wacker open to the back of the end zone. He makes the catch, but the Arrows were moving 2 men at the same time. Every time you try that little gimmick stuff, Something seems to go awry. Arrows lead 24-0. They'll back them up and they'll do it again on the illegal procedure penalty, legal shift, however you want to call it. There's the one thing, if Johnson has to do something as the Arrows quarterback, he's got to make sure everybody is set. He's been very quick to get under center. Arrows are having a hard time getting set. Kellen takes the snap, looks, rolls the pocket, fires back of the end zone, in and out of the hands of Wacker. They tried to run the same play. This time the ball was tipped. Wacker couldn't make it off the deflection, and the two-point conversion fails. Arrows at the break lead 24-0. The young
in the future. Gentlemen, when your name is called, please step forward. Your 6th grade roster. Number 75, Todd Thompson. Number 91, Zachary Haas. Number 10, Trey Bowman. Number 28, Caden Zephyr. Number 20, Caden White. Number 22, Evan Skyberg. Number 18, Josh Sheldon. Number 35, Cohen Paulson. Number 66, Braden Otter. Number 65, Brody Reek. Number 72, Dominic Fenton. Number 11, Andres Bordado. Number 26, Hayden Mulvihill. Number 19, Austin Mush. And number 71, Barrett Birkenpass. And now for your 5th grade team. Number 49, Vincent Tabor.
Yeah, ready!
Number 2, Nicholas Bruns. Number 15, Cade Core. Number 58, Avery Gutierrez. Number 55, Griffin Smith. Number 56, London Olson. Number 33, Mason Pukti. Number 52, Caden Keel. Number 45, Zane Zollner. Number 50, Gavin Rowden. Number 25, Luca Quest. Number 7, Zahir Bashir. And number 17, Matthew Swenson. One more announcement before they come off the field. But right now, let's give these 5th and 6th graders a big round of applause. For the last 9 years, the head coach of the 5th and 6th grade program, pouring his life into the program and retiring after this year. Let's give a big hand for Coach Rich Stengel. Nice job, 5th and 6th grade football team. We're now going to raffle off the prizes and the 50-50 pot for the Tackle Cancer fundraiser. Thank you to all the local businesses who donated prizes and to all who purchased tickets and bracelets. If your ticket number is called, please come to the table at the south gate with your ticket to claim your prize. The first prize is a PCMC thermos and a $10 Pizza Ranch gift card. 81724
KDWC. Get you some second half adjustments and get you ready for the third quarter to play. They put 3 minutes on the clock and we will get ready for the second half. We're back in 90 seconds with the third quarter next on KLOH. This is Arrow Football.
Hey, Tom, I'm done. I'm heading back to the farm right now. Hey, Bob, I'm headed back. Rick, yeah, I'm headed back.
Receivers, he's had some guys drop the football on him. It's really just a 4-score game. And if you can throw the football in high school, you're tough to deal with. Windom Eagles will be kicking away here momentarily to the Arrows. Teeing the ball up at the 40-yard line is Flores Blees. Back deep forward to the Arrows will be Terry Price, and we will be ready to go here in this third quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. Arrows leading 24-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Waiting on the whistle from the official. There's the whistle, and we are ready to go. The run up and boom. End over end kick will be taken by one of the Arrows up into the 31-yard line, middle of the field to a 35-40, and driven backwards from that point on. Cole Paulson on the return, his first kick return of the year, and the Arrows will go to work 1st and 10. Another short field for Kellen Johnson to the Arrow offense. They'll start at their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Kellen Johnson will bring them out to the line of scrimmage. She'll put Terry Price wide here to the near side. Tyson Wacker wide left. Backs will split behind him as Johnson brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Koyman and Steenstra in the back. 10 guys in the box for the Windom Eagles. Snap Johnson. Give Koyman. Koyman loose again, right up the gut. He's across the 45, dragging would-be tacklers to the 50. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for Koyman as Muntz and company in on the stop. Nelson there as well off the bottom of the pile. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6 here for Joe Koyman and the Arrows. One man wide left, one man wide right. 2 men in the backfield here for the Arrows. Kellen Johnson brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Goes under center. Long count from Kellen. Takes a snap again to Koyman. Off right tackle. Cuts back up the middle of the field. Is going to have an Arrow first down across the 45 to the 44. And that'll be more than enough for an Arrow first down for Kellen Johnson. Altman and company in on the stop. They spot the ball at the 45-yard line. First and 10 Arrows. Kellen Johnson, one man wide each side, takes the snap, gives it to Steenstra. Steenstra right up the gut. He's across the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. Solid game there for Jason Steenstra. 2nd and 3 here for the Arrows. Kellen Johnson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. One man wide each side. He'll go under center, take the snap, play action. Kellen looks, fires in the flat. That's caught. Steenstra 30. Starter step at the 25 and is shoved out of bounds by Redmond at the 19-yard line. That's good to the 19-yard line for an Arrow first down. First and 10. Price wide here to the near side. Wacker wide left. Backs are split behind Kellen Johnson. Arrows come set. Kellen, blitz comes. He sees it. He'll run to the other side. Gives to Steen. Steen runs over to man. Stiff arms another. Is tripped up by one. Dragging would-be tacklers inside the 10 to the 5 to the 4 to the 3. And it's first and goal. Jason Steenstra. First and goal for the Arrows. And another first down. Arrows have had a pile of them here so far tonight. First and goal. Terry Price wide here to the near side. 2 men in the backfield behind Kellen Johnson. They show blitz to the Eagles. They come. Penalty markers fly. And we'll stop play. With 9:40 to go. And the trainer is coming out for one of the Windom players over there. I think it's Redmond that's coming off the field.
Where did my boyfriend go?
Now they're going to bring the trainer over from the Pipestone side to the Windom side. Make sure they've got everybody set where they need to be here. So it'll be first and goal here now for the Arrows. They'll send Wacker wide to the left side. Terry Price wide here to the near side. 9:40 to play. They'll wind the clock. Kellen Johnson will go under center. Johnson gives to Steenstra, and he's up the gut untouched for another Arrow touchdown. Jason Steenstra looking good here tonight. And the Arrows lead now 30-0. 2-point conversion try upcoming for the Arrows. Kellen Johnson to bring the play in here from the near sideline. Arrows have not converted on a 2-point conversion yet tonight. Will they hit this one? 9:30 to play, third quarter. Terry Price wide to the near side. Arrows have had opportunities for the 2-point conversion. They've just had penalties that have taken them back farther. Snap, Kellen gives Steen. Jason does not get in. Nope, didn't get it. 2-point conversion is no good, and with 9:30 to play, third quarter, Arrows lead on the First Bank and Trust scoreboards.
What a fabulous pizza, it's the star of the show.
Running late, running errands, or just running around. Anytime's just the time to run into Dar's Pizza. You'll come across the best tasting homemade pizza with their delicious crust, toppings, and of course, their cheese. It's homemade pizza made your way. No matter how you slice it, anytime's the right time for Dar's. Dine in or take out, it just doesn't get any better.
The moment's here, everybody cheers.
Dar's Pizza, Highway 30 and 8th Avenue, Pike.
Hi, this is Tyson Wacker, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
3-yard touchdown run for Jason Steenstra makes it 30-0 in favor of the Arrows. For Jason, it's his third touchdown of the night. Arrow football on KLOH. Brought to you by the Stonehouse and Quarry Lounge, by Pipestone Soil and Water, and by Pipestone Livestock. Brian Schneider with the coup. Wyatt Stubben's got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Stubbe with the run-up, swings the right leg through, end over end kick will be taken by Rehnquist at the 21-yard line. Middle of the field, 25-30 to the right side. He goes now 33 and is down around the 34-yard line by the Arrow defense. And Pipestone's defense will come out and look to go to work. First and 10. 9:24 to play in the third quarter. See if Windom can get a good drive going here. They need something positive to build on. The big dagger for the Eagles is when they had the punt blocked and then the Arrows scored right at halftime. 0-0 showing on the clock. They got the touchdown. And they come out to take the first drive of this third quarter for a touchdown, as Salmon's going to call his own number, and he's going backwards in a hurry. A loss on the play by Salmons, as he is shoved out of bounds by a host of Arrows over on that far side. Weston Burke and a crew over there. It's a loss of 3, make it 2 on the play. Second down and 12 for the Windom Eagles. The Arrows went 5 plays, 53 yards, and capped it off with that 3-yard touchdown run. We'll see if the starters will be out there much longer. It looks like we'll see another series or 2. One man wide here to the near side, one man wide right. Shotgun formation for Salmons with one man on either side of him in the backfield. Cade Salmons, the junior quarterback, wants the football. Hard count comes. Bodies fly on both sides of the line. I think they're going to get the Arrows for being crossed early on this one, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty and second down for the Eagles. So it's now second down and 7. Arrows penalized on the offsides. For the Arrows now, they have been penalized 8 times for 74 yards. That is too much. Shotgun formation, snap Salmons. Looks downfield, doesn't have anything. Now he's going to tuck and run. Now flips it to his man late at the 40, 45, and then out of bounds into Arrow territory at the 49-yard line. Penalty markers come in. They may have roughing the passer here. Making the catch was Haugen out of the backfield. The penalty marker, though, is all the way back at the 32-yard line. May get roughing the passer on the Arrows, hitting Salmons after he let that football go, and that's exactly what the call is. It'll be 15 yards from the end of the run, which was the 48-yard line. So now you put 15 yards on top of that, and it's a big chunk of yardage. There's 5, there's 10, there's 15. Yikes. And it is first and 10 for the Windom Eagles, deep into Arrow territory now at the 33-yard line. First and 10, Windom. Farthest they've gone into Arrow territory tonight. They have tripled their offense on this drive for the ball game. One man wide each side. Salmons, shotgun formation. Calls for the football. It's sent back by Muntz. Play action, fire over the middle. That is caught by the big tight end, Siren, across the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. Second down and 1, gain of 9. Skellhouse and company in on the stop. Brings up second down and short here for the Windom Eagles. 7:40 to play, third quarter. A beautiful night for football here at Paulson Fields. Dutchmen up 36-28 in their matchup over on KDWC. One man wide each side, shotgun formation for Salmons. Arrows blitz, pass, knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Weston Burke. It brings up third down. Arrows were bringing a big-time blitz. Pass falls harmlessly to the turf, and it brings up third down and 1. 7:22 to play. Salmons will bring the coach in, playing from Coach Travis Martin, who was in his first and last season with the Windom Eagles. Coach Martin, who took the job last season, first-year head coach for the Windom Eagles. His wife got a job up in North Dakota, where they're from. His wife and kids are actually living up in North Dakota now. He's staying here to finish out the school year. Snap Salmons, quarterback draw right up the gut. He's going to have an Eagle first down to the 22-yard line. Burke comes up and makes the stop along with Cole Paulson, and it'll be a Windom Eagle first down. They spot the ball at the 22-yard line, first and 10. So, Travis, I was talking to the AD, Dane Nielsen, last week when we were over there for volleyball action, and he said they're sad to see him go. He understands. His wife got a great opportunity. He's going to try to find himself a coaching job up there and a teaching job. Coach Martin teaches science, which Dane says is not easy to find. First and 10 for the Windom Eagles. Shotgun formation for Salmons. A man wide each side. Takes the snap. Stands in the pocket. Pressure comes. He's hit his ball. Comes out. It's loose. Steenstra with a scoop and score. 35, 40, 50, 40. They won't catch him. Steenstra is gone. Steenstra with the scoop and score from the 35-yard line. He goes untouched for the touchdown. Big time pressure. A sack fumble. Steenstra with the 65-yard scoop and score. And now the extra point try. Look at this. The Arrows going to try a PAT. On to attempt the point after for the Arrows is Dylan Spaeth. Dawson Skellhouse holds. Snap spot. Boot. Kick up. And no good. Wide. That away. Sorry, Joseph. Better luck next time. Arrows lead 36-0. 6:34 to play. Third quarter from Paulson Fields.
Culver's, fresh every day. Made with a smile, that's our way.
Gas prices are going up, but what you pay at the pump is going down with more fuel rewards from Coburn's and Pipestone. Thousands of specially marked items throughout the store that earn you fuel savings per gallon on your next fuel purchase. More rewards, our way of saying thank you for shopping at Coburn's in Pipestone.
Culver's, fresh every day.
Hi, this is Dylan Spathy, and you're listening to Arrows Football on KOH.
Spathy comes up empty on the PAT try. Arrows have yet to convert an extra point tonight. They've gone for 2-point conversions up until the last one. Spathy couldn't hit the point after, and the Arrows lead 36-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard from Pipestone's Paulson Field. Wyatt Steuben's got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. 65-yard fumble recovery touchdown for Jason Steenstra, his fourth touchdown tonight. He's obliterating the scoring record this evening. Here comes the run-up, end over end kick, going to be taken by Rehnquist at the 17-yard line. 20, middle of the field, 25. Tried to spin away from Stuvey, and Wyatt would have none of it as he just drills Rehnquist. 1st and 10 for the Windom Eagles. Stuvey, the kicker, gets down there and drills him at the 25, and that's where the Windom Eagles will start 1st and 10. 6:27 to play in the third quarter. We'll have Arrow football trivia coming up for you. Didn't get to it last week because of the running clock. We'll have it for you here, though, tonight. If I can remember, I'll make myself a little trivia. There we go. One man wide each side. Shotgun formation for Salmons, keeping a couple of the backs in there for protection this time. Arrows brought the house last time and got him with the sack fumble. Arrows jumped off the sides. That's going to be on Hunter McKinney. And it'll cost the Arrows 5. Arrows, that has been the only real negative you can find tonight for the Arrows. That is now their 10th penalty. The Arrows have been penalized 10 times tonight for 94 yards. That is way too much. One man wide each side. Redmond right, Rehnquist left. Snap. Give Van Curta, who's back on the field, and he will rumble ahead to the 35-yard line. That should be enough for a Windom Eagles first down. Burke and company in on the stop. Van Curta back on the field for the first time since taking that big hit from Eric Lang. And it is a Windom Eagle first down. Rehnquist checks out. Checking into the ball game is going to be Edson Flores Blees, the 5'10 sophomore. He's going to come wide here to the near side. Michael Anderson wide right. Shotgun formation for Cade Salmons, the junior signal caller. One man wide either side of him. Takes the snap, gives to the tailback. That is Haugen, and Haugen's going to be tripped up after a gain of maybe one. Steuben and Eric Lang in on the stop. No, check that. That's Koyman and Steuben. Brings up 2nd down and 8. They'll give him a couple on that one. Section teams will be announced tomorrow. The QRF will do its thing. Still not a big fan of the QRF, but it is what it is. That's what the high school league has dictated, so that's what it's going to be. Snap Salmons. Salmons going to pull it out last minute and is going to get maybe a loss of 1. He's trying to pull it away from his running back, and Haugen wouldn't give it back to Salmons, and Salmons like, give me the football. That held him up. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. And a loss of 1 on the play. Winter on the stop. Salmons is trying to take it away from his tailback, Haugen. Give me the football. Wouldn't give it to him. He finally just ripped it out of there, but by the time he did, the hole had closed and the Arrows hit him for a yard loss. Shotgun formation for Salmons. Arrows bringing the house again. They come, whistles blow. It's going to be a pass or offsides here on the Arrows. Oh, they get the false start on Windom. Surprised he didn't get that on Pipestone. Should have been on Pipestone. So a false start on Windom will move back to the 31-yard line, and it will now make it 3rd down and 14. 3rd and long. Obvious passing situation here for the Windom Eagles. And if you're the Arrow front 5, you're just licking your chops. Lucas Winters over there just begging for an opportunity to go get him. Snap. Pressure. Blitz comes. Rolls. Fires. Pass. Intercepted by the Arrows. Tyson Wacker at the 40. He's going to come all the way across the field. 35. Looking for a block. Gets one at the 30. Cuts inside of the 25. Now angling right at the 20. And he's shoved out of bounds inside the 20-yard line for Tyson Wacker in the Arrow defense. So Wacker comes up with the pick. Big pressured again by the Arrows. And the Arrow offense will go back to work. 1st and 10. He returns that all the way back to the 21-yard line. Good return on the pick. And the Windom Eagles give up the football for a 2nd time tonight on an interception. Kellen Johnson brings the Arrows to the line of scrimmage. 1 man wide each side. Backs will split. Beaver and Koyman in the backfield. Blitz. Give. Maddox. Beaver looking for the hole. Runs over the man and then is tripped up from behind. Coming up and making the stop for the Windom Eagles. That is Omara Lewis. Beaver on the carry. And brings up 2nd down and 1. Gain of 9 there for Maddox. Terry Price coming wide here to the near side. Tyson Wacker wide left. Backs will split behind Kellen Johnson. Kellen brings him up to the line of scrimmage, checks over the defense, goes under center, takes the snap, gives to Maddox again off left tackle, and he's going to have the Arrow 1st down. Inside the 10, it'll be 1st and goal for the Arrows. Spot the ball at the 9, it's 1st and goal. Maddox Beaver taking over for Jason Steenstra in the backfield. I would assume we've seen the end of Steen tonight. Can't imagine why you would put him back out there at this point. It's 1st and 10. And goal here for Kellen Johnson, shouting out instructions to everybody on the field. Johnson going to go under center. Arrows come set, takes the snap, gives it to Koyman. Koyman met in the backfield and tripped up by the Windom Eagles. Sandoval gets him in the backfield, and it will bring up 2nd and goal here for the Arrows. We're going to see how many rushing yards Beaver has on the season. 72 yards rushing coming into the contest tonight. He'll be the featured back the rest of the evening. Ball sits at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. Koyman, Beaver to the backfield. Terry Price wide here to the near side on 2nd and goal. 2:45 to play 3rd quarter. Snap Johnson. Play action. Pressure comes. Stands up in the pocket. Can't get away from the pressure, and he's sacked. Siren is there to get him. And they'll drop him back at the 10-yard line. Now penalty markers come flying in late. And this is going to be on the Arrows, Hunter McKinney. Hunter knows he's in trouble because he's already walking off the field. And his offensive line coach is coming to have a nice word with him. So this is going to be a personal foul on the Arrows. It's going to go from 3rd and goal from the 10 to 3rd and goal from the 25. Hunter McKinney's going to check out of the ball game. And coming in for him is going to be Dakota Staples. So it's a dead ball penalty, so the play will count. So they move it all the way back to the 25. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 25-yard line here for the Arrows. 4 down territory, get half of it back now, get the other half of the next play. Price wide here to the near side, one-on-one coverage with Anderson to his tail and take a shot. Play action, looks, fires, corner of the end zone, looking for Benz, the tight end, who slips and falls to 5, can't come back and get the football. Sandoval was providing the pressure, and it brings up 4th down, and we'll see the Arrows bring some wide receivers on here. Put a couple of guys off. Kellen Johnson comes up empty. For Johnson, it's just his 2nd incompleted pass, or 3rd incompleted pass of the night. 2 drops, and that one just missed. He had not missed a pass since the 2 drops. Terry Price on 4th down will go wide here to the near side. Trips receivers left. Shotgun formation for Kellen Johnson. Arrows got to have the 6 to complete it. Snap, Johnson has time. Steps up in the pocket, now escapes pressure. Ball's on the ground, fumble. Johnson can't get on it, and the Windom Eagles do. They've got the football at the 38-yard line. Trenton Rehnquist comes up with the loose football. And the Windom Eagles will have it 1st and 10. So on 4th and goal, Arrows come up empty. Windom Eagles will take over 1st and 10. At the 39-yard line. 1st and goal for Cade Salmon. Johnson tried to get back on that football, but could not. Rehnquist dives on it, and the Windom Eagles have it 1st and 10. Arrows running a guy on late. Ball is on the ground, and the snap unable to be handled by Salmons as it rolled back to him. He just picks it up and puts a knee on the ground. He'll take it for a loss, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and long here for the Windom Eagles. Ball at the 36-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play brings up 2nd down and 13 here for the Windom Eagles. Under 2 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter. Brandon Fives going to check out. Been playing a little both ways. Kellen Johnson not happy with himself down here on the near sideline. Salmon shotgun formation. 1 man wide each side. Takes the snap. Quarterback counter to the right side. Gets back the yardage he lost on the snap. On the bad snap, most of it anyway. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Windom Eagles. Looking at Kellen Johnson down here on the near sideline, holding that left hand and now talking to assistant coach Coyle. Try to looking at it. Looks like he'll be all right. Just trying to explain to coach what happened on that fumble. 3rd down and 10 here for the Windom Eagles. Michael Anderson wide here to the near side, Redmond wide right. 2 men in the backfield, one with Salmons in the shotgun formation. Snap back. Pressure comes, fires, and led it too far. Looking for Haugen out of the backfield. He had to let it go as Benz had a clean shot at Salmons. Forces a 4th down and long, and I would assume the Windom Eagles will punt, and they will. Siren will stand at his own 25-yard line. Kellen Johnson talking to the coaches over here on the sidelines. Beaver and Wacker going to go back deep to return this one. Here's one blocked the last punt. This one is away. Short end over end kick. Wacker going to catch it. No, he doesn't. He bobbles it at the 35. Now picks it up and then runs ahead to the 44-yard line, and the Arrows will have it 1st and 10 there with Kellen Johnson. Made that interesting there, Tyson, young man. Don't need to do that. Give me a heart attack. 1st and 10 from the 43. And Kellen Johnson in the Arrow offense comes back out onto the field. 34 seconds to play here in the third quarter. One man wide here to the near side. They'll send one man wide to the far side of the field. That's Taj Moore, the 6-foot senior. 2 men in the backfield. Kellen Johnson under center. A lot of ground and pound the rest of the night. They'll give to Beaver off left tackle. Maddox trying to get to the corner. He does now. Cuts upfield. He's got a narrow first down. Into the break he goes. 40, 35, and tripped up from behind. A touchdown saving tackle by the Windom Eagles. Coming up and making the stop is Lewis. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Arrows to the 32-yard line. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. A first down run for Maddox Beaver. Beaver tonight now 4 carries, 36 yards. That one good for 24 of them. One man wide each side. Johnson to the line of scrimmage. Arrows come set. Windom shows blitz. They come. Hand off Koyman. Joe rumbles ahead across the 30 and is going to get a couple more to the 27, now 26, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We'll step aside from Paulson Field. Arrows on top, 36-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. This is Arrow football.
Tired of your muddy driveway or park that have to mow it? A new concrete driveway is the best way. Lasts longer so you can enjoy it for years and years. Maybe you're ready to put in a patio. Call Buffalo Ridge Concrete, still your locally owned ready-mix provider. Farmers, if you're planning a new shed or pole building, be sure to call Buffalo Ridge Concrete for your concrete needs too. See Buffalo Ridge Concrete Incorporated in Tyler, Marshall, Pipestone, and Laverne. Call 1-800-257-5576.
This is Jack Morris, Hall of Famer and 1973 graduate of St. Paul Highland Park High School. You are listening to High School Sports on a partner station, the Minnesota State High School League. We are the league.
All right. Kellen Johnson to go under center from the 26-yard line. Snap, give. This is Beaver. And Maddox is going to be across the 25 to the 24, about a yard and a half shy of the first down. There is Maddox. Haugen and company in on the stop. And it brings up third down and manageable here for the Arrows. Third down to make it 2 to the 24-yard line. Johnson and company to the line of scrimmage. One man wide each side. Arrows go under center. Kellen will take the snap. He'll give to Maddox, and Beaver runs into a wall known as Lewis, then rumbles ahead and should have enough for an Arrow first down. Big hit there by Lewis to the 21-yard line, and it is good for an Arrow first down. Let's get to Arrow football trivia tonight. It is brought to you by Todd Morgan at Standard Financial. Wishing all the best to Todd. Been a proud Arrow sponsor for a number of years. Hope he's feeling better. Arrows will put one man wide each way. Backs will split behind Kellen Johnson. Arrows come set. Johnson takes the snap. 3-step drop. Looks, fires. Wide receiver screen. That is caught. That is in the flat. That is a good catch for Taj Morin, and he's going to get just a couple of yards there, will Taj. Rehnquist and company on the stop. It's a gain of 1 to the 20-yard line. Brings up second down and 9 here for the Arrows. We saw earlier tonight, Jason Steenstra now set the record for most points scored in a season, or in a career, I should say, as Kellen brings him up to the line, gives it off to Maddox. Beaver straight up the gut across the 15 down to the 11-yard line. He's very close to an Arrow first down here. We'll check the marker. He's going to be about a half a yard short of the first down. It'll be third down and inches for the Arrows. 10 minutes to go in the football game. Tonight's question is, who holds the record, as Dawson Skelhaus is now in at quarterback for the Arrows. Dawson, snap, give, straight up the gut. This is Maddox Beaver. Beaver breaks a couple of tackles inside the 10 to the 5, and he's down inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Arrows. A touchdown saving tackle by Anderson, and the Arrows have it first and goal at the 1 and the 2, Joe, is coming around. Koyman's going to come out with 9:23 to go in the contest. One man wide each side. Dawson Skellhouse will bring him up to the line of scrimmage. Backs are split. Dawson going to go under center. Skelly, long count, takes the snap. Give is to the tailback, and he is in for an Arrow touchdown. Wyatt Steuben has himself a touchdown. And now the point after try. Hey, watch this. Hey, Joseph, watch this. They're going to get the 2-point conversion. Arrows will go for 2. Nope, they're going to go for 1. JT Tinklenberg will be the holder. Spathy will try to boot it through. 9:02 to go in the contest. Arrows lead 42-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. Arrows are missing a guy on the line, and the Arrows are going to have to take a timeout. As somebody was late getting out on the field, they needed a center, and Brad's going, oh yeah, that's me. So Willie's going to come right out from the sideline, and now we'll get it set and ready to go. So Willie will send it back to JT. He'll hold it for Spathy. Arrows lead 42-0. Snap is back, spot is down, kick will not happen as penalty markers fly before the leg can swing through, and we will check the marker here. It is offsides on Windom, so now it's half the distance to the goal. Arrows will keep the offense on the special teams unit on the field. And we'll do it again. Willie waits from JT. Snap is back. Spot is down. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. Wide left. And it stays 42-0 on the First Bank and Trust scoreboard. We step aside. This is Arrow football.
With good coaching, a team can strive to its full potential. It's no different with investing. An advisor can take your investing to its full potential, making you more money than the coffee can buried in the yard. Todd Morgan, your standard investment advisor, will be your coach. Plan your investment strategies and work out a more balanced investment portfolio that meets your investment goals. Dig up the coffee can. Let Todd Morgan get you more money so you can retire earlier. Call 825-4300. Standard Financial Services. Member FINRA, SIPC, and MSRB.
Green Sally up, green Sally down. Left unstruck, gotta tell the ground.
Hi, this is Jackson Winter, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLH.
Arrows lead 42-0, 9:02 to play in the contest. It's been all Pipestone tonight. 326 yards of offense for the boys in black in the final regular season game here at Paulson Field on Parents' Night. Wyatt Steuben's got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, puts the hand in the air, waits on the whistle, and swings through. And over and kick taken by Rehnquist at the 15-yard line, middle of the field, 20, 25, 30, still to speed, and then runs into a wall. Arrows see they've got the football, and they do! Arrows have the football. Braden Benz comes up with it. Rehnquist did not hang on. He took a big pop on the end of that run, and Benz comes up with the fumble recovery. Arrows have the football back, 1st and 10, and they will do so from the 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Arrow offense. Dawson Skellhouse going to bring them out to the line of scrimmage after a timeout on the field. Let's get to Arrow football trivia for tonight. Jason Steenstra, now the all-time career scoring leader with 190-plus points scored in his career. Tonight's question is, who holds the record for most points scored in a season? If you think you know the answer, you know how to get a hold of us. Text message, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, smoke signal. You want to do a smoke signal? Sure, go ahead. If you've got Brittany's phone number, you can send her the answer. If you got Joe's phone, you can give it to him or John or somebody in the press box. Who holds the single season scoring record in Arrow football history. 1st and 10 for Dawson Skellhouse. That's tonight's Arrow football trivia brought to you by Print Express in Laverne. Snap gives Stuvey, and Wyatt's going to rumble ahead to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mario Lewis in on the stop. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd down and 5 here for the Arrows. Arrows are on their way to a 5-3 regular season. Arrows should be the number 2 seed in the section tournament. Find that out tomorrow. Skelly under center. A couple of men behind him in the backfield. Snap. Give. And that is a handoff to the big man. Who comes up with that? Who was the running back? 79. That's Nicholas Colvin. So Colvin gets a gain of 3 to the 22-yard line. And it brings up 3rd down and 2 here for the Arrows. Not very often you see the big number 79 carrying the football. Took me a second to remember Nicholas changed numbers early on in the season. Skellhouse under center takes the snap, wide receiver screen, and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Haas out here on the outside, and it brings up 4th down. Brings up 4th down and 2 yards here for the Arrows. No, that is not the right answer. Arrow football trivia. Who owns the single season scoring record? Jason Steenstra owns the career record after scoring 4 touchdowns here again tonight. He obliterated the record. 4th down here for the Arrows. They have not converted a 4th down tonight. They will here. Give to Steuben, and Steuben's loose, dragging defenders across the 15 to the 10 to the 5, and he's down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Arrows. 1st and goal for the Arrows. It is not Austin Moeller. That is a good guess, Megan, but that is not right. If you think you know what the answer is to Arrow football trivia, text, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, however you can get the answer to us. Skellhouse on 1st and goal from the 4. Goes under center. Takes the snap. Lost the football. It's on the ground, and now who's got it? Skellhouse got back on top of it for the Arrows. No, he did not. It was one of the big linemen that came up on top of the football. You're actually going to get some yardage out of that when it's all said and done. And it'll be 2nd and goal here for the Arrows. So it's not Austin Moeller. It is not Greg Stats. That's been another popular guess here tonight. Skellhouse goes under center, takes the snap, delayed counter, backside, and is Colvin in? Touchdown! Nicholas Colvin in for the touchdown. Colvin, his first rushing touchdown of the season. And now the point after try. The Arrows will go for 1. Spathy will come out. JT saying, hey, where's Willie at? Willie's already out there. And now JT will run out as they attempt the point after try. 48-0. Arrows on top. Steuben's trying to throw the tee out to JT. Spathy will catch it. He'll turn around. He'll whip it to JT. Now Spathy's got to hurry up and get in position. Willie will snap the ball to JT. JT checks with Dylan. He's ready. Snap back. Spot down. Kick up. Kick is good. Yeah, baby. 49-0. Arrows on top. This is Arrow football.
Everybody should show a little school spirit. What better way to show it than to sport your school's logo in your wardrobe? Sweatshirts, tees, shorts, or even socks, Print Express of Laverne is your full-service embroidery for school spirit. Whether you're from Laverne, Pipestone, Slayton, or Edgerton, stop in today for your customized school spirit wardrobe. Print Express of Laverne, your screen print and embroidery company. The best quality at the lowest price. Call today at 888-283-1770.
Hi, this is Dylan Smithy, and you're listening to Arrows Football on KOH.
49-0 as Smithy hits the first point after try of the season for the Arrows. That a boy, Dylan. Stewie will tee the ball up the 40-yard line and send it away to the Eagles here in just a minute. Arrow football trivia is underway. Still looking for the right answer. Scott Dahl is not right. Boyer Bauman is not right. No, it's not Greg Stats. Stats has been a popular guest tonight. Austin Moeller has been a popular guest. Austin held the career scoring record up until the second quarter tonight. Boom. And no run kick going to be taken by Anderson at the 20, 25, still on the speed of the 30, and then taken down by Benz and company at the 32-yard line. First and 10. And the Windom Eagles will go to work first and 10 from the 32. So it's not Statsy, it's not Boyer. Oh, Brittany's got one now. Who is it? Matt Oy is not right. Jeff Moser is not right. McKinley Bush is not right. I guarantee you is not Bill Van Hookey. Who was the moron who texted me that answer? No way was that one right. First and 10 for the Windom Eagles. Nope, it was not Kozlowski. Shotgun formation for Trenton Rehnquist. He's now in at quarterback for the Windom Eagles. Snap is down. He'll give to Van Cura off left tackle. And Van Cura's got a seam. He's got the corner. He's got a first down and a whole lot more. Midfield 40, 35-30. And he's brought down inside Arrow territory. Colvin is the man to bring him down from behind. A big run for the Van Cura, but a penalty marker is down all the way back at the 40-yard line. And now we'll check the marker. The officials are getting together to discuss. As of right now, it's a big run, but a penalty marker sits at the 40-yard line. Eagles think it's on them. They're all marching backwards. Arrows are going that way. The officials, though, are still standing at the 29-yard line. The officials haven't moved. Both teams have moved all the way back to the other end of the field, but the officials are still down in the south end. Still no signal from the official. Lengthy discussion here. I'm not sure what the delay is here. It is an illegal block in the back on Windom. And it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So from the 40-yard line, they'll move it back to the 30-yard line. And it'll be first down and 12 for the Windom Eagles. We have a winner. The first one. Uh-oh, you got another one? Nope, it's not TJ Newgarden. Snap. Rehnquist gives off to Van Cura again. Van Cura this time is going to get across the line of scrimmage to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. And then he is shoved out of bounds. He'll spot the ball at the 36. And it brings up second down and 6. The first person to text me the correct answer was Megan Stout. Megan gets it right. It was Braden Bartman. That record almost got shattered tonight as well by Mr. Steenstra. Snap to Rehnquist. Give to the second man through. That's Haugen. Ball comes loose. It's a fumble. And they were going to call this down. Yeah, he was down at the 41-yard line. Haugen on the carry. Almost. Another fumble on the Windom Eagles at the 41-yard line. It's 3rd and short for Windom. Braden Bartman still holds the single-season scoring record with 108 points scored. He did so in 2015. Jason was really close tonight to breaking that record. He's right at 100. But he's still got the playoffs to go yet. Jason could own that record yet by the end of it too. Jason came really close to breaking that record last year. Snap, Rehnquist, nothing doing. He's buried in the backfield. Spathy and company in to break that up. Also in the backfield was Dylan Perez. And it brings up 4th down. And long here for the Windom Eagles. They'll line up in punt formation. Ball at the 38-yard line. Steenstra scored 102 points last season. The record is 108 set by Braden Benz. Or by Braden Benz, Braden Bartman. Snap, kick, end over end, taken by the Arrows at the 32-yard line. Now at the 35-40, near side, and then Vancouver is there to meet the return man. That is Ty Hansen, and he'll be taken down at the 41-yard line, and that's where the Arrow offense will go to work 1st and 10.
Arrows will start from the 41-yard line.
Arrows will be back in action next week, Tuesday. First round of the Section 3AA football playoffs. Arrows should be one of the top 2 seeds. They on Redwood. And with only 6 teams in the section, the first 2 teams, I believe, receive a bye. So the Arrows wouldn't actually play until next Saturday. Snap, give. This is Skellhouse, and he'll hand off, and going off left tackle for the Arrows. That's going to be Ployer. His first carry of the night. Luke gets a solid gain up to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down and 5 here for the Arrows. Clock running. 2:10 to play in the contest. 49-0. Arrows all over the Windom Eagles tonight. One man wide each side. Backs are split behind Skellhouse. He'll go under center. Arrows come set. Snap, give. Colvin off right tackle. The big fella runs over a man at the 48-yard line. He's got an Arrow first down to the 46. Big guys with the football are fun to watch. Nick Colvin goes 6'1", 190. He looks a lot bigger than that when he's running with the football. And he just delivered a shot to the linebacker, that Damian King. And King is slow to get up. He took a good shot from Colvin. King is walking off under his own power. The official, though, making him come off the field. Nick Colvin with a big hit. King came in and tried to make the tackle, and Colvin would have none of it. 95 seconds to go in the contest. Arrow's going to move to 5-3, finish the regular season with a win, snapping a 2-game losing streak, and the Arrows will open up the postseason next week. Arrows in victory formation. Skellhouse, all he's got to do is wait for the back judge to start his count. Take a couple of kneel downs here on first down, and that should be the ball game. 49-0 is going to be the final score tonight. Skelly waiting to the absolute last minute. Now he'll go under center. He'll take a snap. He'll take a knee, and that will do it. Arrow's going to move to 5-3, finish the regular season, 2 games above 500, and should get the number 2 seed behind Redwood Valley. Tracy will be the 3, and the Arrows should have a bye in the opening round next Tuesday. Kneel down from Skellhouse, and About the only thing that hasn't gone right is the kneel down with the loss of yardage. She'll take one more snap, and this will do it. Your final score tonight from Paulson Field. Arrows victorious 49-0. Now we wait and see where the Arrows will go. A 49-0 Arrows victorious. Post-game show is on the air next from Paulson Field.
Pipestone Vet Services is your hometown stop for everything from the family pet to the whole herd. We have veterinarians specializing in all species to get you the most up-to-date information and products available on the market to keep your pet healthy or to maximize income from your herd. So stop by or call us today at 825-4211. We are open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5 and Saturday from 7:30 to noon. But don't worry, you can always reach a familiar voice on the weekends as well by calling our 24-hour emergency line, 825-5252. We look forward to working with you.
Parents, talk with us.
Talk with us about where we are going
What we are doing.
and who we will be with.
A quick conversation and a few reminders on a regular basis can get your message across.
According to a recent